Why are you guys watching this video right now? You guys ask that question to yourself. The reason why you found it, because there's something about your life that's got to change. Something that's deficient. It's no longer suitable for your course of action. You've hit the wall someplace, you've looked in the mirror too many times and haven't smiled. You want to change the situation, move from where you are. The journey is not easy. Before you start that journey mentally, you must fuel yourself with the right reasons, the right fuel to sustain the entire journey. Everyone's hot off the start, but after a month or so into it, or a couple weeks into it, where the wear and tear and the grind starts to hit you, you start losing focus on the horizon, do you not? You get caught away in the daily hiccups, the ups and downs, and the wear and tear. And you focus on the speed bumps of the daily activities, losing sight of the true purpose. When you lose sight of the purpose, you give too much value of what the pain is today.
What is the difference between depression and joy, right? And I think it's purpose, right? It's like when you wake up in the morning and your life means something to somebody other than you, that you have a purpose. If you don't go do the things that you're going to do, people's lives will suffer. And I think that kind of purpose, that like to live in service, not to you, but to live in service to humanity, to live in service to your family, to live in service to your church, to your city, to your country, to the world. Living in service is that, I feel like that is the purest form of joy.
This kid couldn't speak. Everyone else in his peer group speaking all good. He couldn't speak. At age 7, everyone's reading and talking. He can't read. He was slowing down so much. The teachers brought his parents in, and said, dude, the kid's got to go, man. He's just slow. He's not creative. He's slowing down the betterment of the entire class. Got to go. Parents brought him home, and he's like, man, what are we going to do with this? This child of ours. Too bad. They put him to work. He got fired from every single job he ever tried. All this guy knows up until 21 years old is failure. He's never tasted success. He just gets up and keeps trying, fails, gets up and keeps trying. Until one day he found out what he wanted, what inspired him, and he gave it everything he had, day in, day out, man. He burned the midnight oil, so he didn't have to stay awake in the midnight hours wondering what if. This guy tried something 1,093 times before it was successful. 1,093 times, man. When the hell have you ever tried something more than 10 times before you throw in the towel? I can't say I have. This guy did. And why? That was what he wanted. How was it nourished? Failure. Everything failed in his life. So when it failed the 1,000th time, he's like, I keep on going. But his invention got smarter and quicker. That failure made him more and more successful. It was getting closer and closer and closer. And finally, the light bulb lit. That was Thomas Edison, man. Failure, dumbass, his entire life. He had over another 1,000 patents, man. Remarkable. Couldn't speak at 4. Was written out of class because he couldn't read at 7, kicked home, saying mentally challenged. One of the greatest inventors of our time. We all fall down in life, guys. The question is, who gets back up?
Faith is the evidence of things not seen. People call me stupid, dumb, a moron, an idiot, because I didn't speak for 6 years. I was a mute. And Mama used to tell me when she'd braid my hair was huge and very curly. My mama would say, sister, Mama don't care what these people say, but you must be an idiot, you must be a moron, because you can't talk. Sister, Mama don't care. Mama know when you and the good Lord get ready, you're going to be a teacher. Sister, you're going to teach all over this world. I used to sit there and think, this poor ignorant woman, doesn't she know I will never speak? I've taught at the Bima Theater in Israel, in Tel Aviv. I've taught in Egypt. I've been distinguished visiting professor at the University of Exeter in England. I've taught in Rome and all over the United States. And each time I have another honor, I think of my grandma. So I am grateful to have been loved and to be loved now and to be able to love, because that liberates Love liberates.
Again, it's not the potential of the individual. It's not the genetics. It's the perseverance, the never say die attitude. If you constantly keep throwing shit against the wall, eventually something will stick, guys. Never give in to what you want. When you find out what you want, you build the body, the belief, the confidence. You put that together with a want and a drive, dude, you're unstoppable. Your name will forever be in history. If you do it though, because it's hard, it's an uphill battle. It's a path less taken, not the beaten path everyone else takes. It's a path that leads to character. You gotta earn that.
When I graduated from universities, and before for 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I know I'll be rejected. I just don't want to say that.
Yeah, sorry now. 10 times you wrote them and said, I'd like to come to Harvard.
Yeah. And then I told myself someday I should go teach there, buddy.
Success, guys, is a very, very lonely road, man. Very few people are willing to endure the pain, the sacrifice, and due diligence to be successful. It's an uphill battle. And along that road, you're not gonna see too many friends. You're gonna see your shadow most often. You gotta trust in the heart of hearts. Inside what you're doing, what you believe in is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. As you walk this journey, you're gonna see carcasses all over the place of people that didn't quite have it. That should inspire you because you got further than that person, But you're not looking to get further than them, you're looking to finish. How do you know you're on the right path?
I wanted to be in the military. I wanted to be a fighter pilot. I wanted to fly airplanes. So that was my focus from about the 11th grade until I got into the Air Force. But when I got in and started to live that life, it occurred to me that I had been functioning from my romance with movies. You know, you've seen all these war movies, and so you're thinking reality when it's all make-believe. You're really expecting a camera to be mounted somewhere on this thing. You're not expecting to be actually killing people. So get out of here and go on and be an actor. So that was it. It was just like one of those moments in your life when you have to change roads, you know. You always make the choice in the road you take, but the road always splits, it always forks, and sometimes it might fork 3 or 4 different directions. When you have made your choice, it is Providence that is your guide. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your fate lies in that.
Because what happens now, guys, is that your success is like a spotlight shining down on their missed opportunities. Success, many will love you for it. The majority will hate you. Because your success makes them feel insufficient in their current endeavor. Reminds them of where they could have done it, but they came up short, and how they didn't revisit it. Where they went at it and failed, and failure is what stood. They never revisited it again. The difference between a winner and a loser, the failure is there every single time. It's just the winner gets back up and does it again, until it goes his way. So now you're down that path and you're all alone. How do you know you're on the right path? How do you know what you're doing is in the right direction? If you're wondering if you're on the right path, look at the small things of life. I promise you guys, if today you never say good enough, tomorrow you'll always have enough. What I'm saying is the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you, it's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
I'm just living my life. When people tell me you're great and you're the best, you deserve an Oscar, I think of my demons. I think of my flaws, because the reason that I succeed in life is because of my flaws.
What flaws?
Whatever they are. They cause me to ascend to highest places in life because I despise them. And I believe that by ascending, this is really ridiculous because it's not true, of course, because I believe by ascending to these highest places in life, they'll leave. They won't exist anymore, but they do.
You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear. And the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. That is near insanity, Qatar. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
If you face your fears, guys, you will realize it's not that big. And once you face it, you go, oh my God, man, I spent all this time running from it. It was so small. If I just faced it, my God, not only did I face it, I beat it back, energy's never lost, transferred. That negative energy, that fear, is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. You're like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. If you find a fear, the quickest, the easiest way you can beat it is initially, right when it comes in. If you allow it to sit, it will grow roots and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. Again, the champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up, always willing to fail, because in failure, that's part of success. Success is not, a marathon of life with just ups. Success is formulated through failures, through facing your fears, through falling down and getting back up. That's what creates the champion. Success does not define us, we define the success.
Success means motivation, passion, determination.
Going to Disneyland.
Just kicking down fear and doing what I have to do to survive.
I define success by the amount of likes I receive on Instagram.
I guess how I would define it would be the smiles that I see on my wife and kids' face each and every day I come home. That lets me know what I'm doing is worthwhile and to keep going.
I would describe it in one word: sincerity.
Achieve the goals that you set for yourself.
I started my Instagram account back in 2012. At that time, I had just lost my job, and it was one of those rare moments when I felt like I had time to really think about what I wanted to do with my life. I fell in love with Instagram. Now I do that as my job.
I want to go back to law school to help change laws and also to improve society and the world understanding of people in general, especially those who are deaf and hard of hearing.
I've thought about going back to school, even online, because I don't think I could sit in a classroom with youngsters. They probably call me grandma.
Actually had a child at 22. I never really had time to go back to school, but he turned 5 and I went back and I got my high school diploma at 27.
One of the goals I set for myself many years ago was to have a happy family, and I think I've been successful in that.
My first love is, besides my wife, is music. I feel like I just have a lot to say to the world.
I want to be the #1 Instagrammer in the world.
Waking up with the complete biggest smile on your face, knowing that you're going to make it.
I would tell people to follow their gut.
It's never too late to do anything.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
To embrace others for who they are.
And I think we all deep down know what we want to do in this world.
And don't be afraid to be you.